Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Wandering Jedi Obi Wan Kenobi Black Series action figure from Obi Wan Kenobi. I've been saying for years on this channel that I don't like cloth goods or soft goods with my plastic action figures, and looking at this figure, I gotta say, I still stand by that. It's not the worst example I've seen of it, but the way I see it, if this sculpted plastic is meant to be representative of cloth, and this sculpted plastic is meant to be representative of cloth, and this should also be, it should all be the same thing if it's representing the same thing. Having said that, though, the way it's tucked back on this figure, at least the way it is out of the packaging, isn't the worst. Here it is kind of fluffed out, and you know, does it lay kind of weird on the figure? Again, I've seen worse, but here is with the hood up. It just, you know, the hoods almost never look good on figures at this scale. Those complaints aside, though, let's take a closer look at the figure itself and see just like the details on the face. You know what? The likeness here of Ewan, I gotta say, isn't amazing. I see it in the eyes. I see it in the eyebrow, in the forehead area. Something about the mouth, and I know it's just the paint job, it's just so dark around the lips. It's not the greatest, but the sculpt of his hair is pretty good. I do like the flow of his hair quite a bit. The loose collar of his shirt looks good. The belt, the pants, and the shoes are pretty standard. Standard Black Series articulation that we're used to. We do get some decent accessories, though. We get his lightsaber with detachable blade from the hilt. That's nice. There's a little plug in there so you can plug it onto the figure. And then one of the coolest things about this figure is we get Lola, really tiny Lola. I was thinking that these would articulate all the way down, but I can't get them to close all the way. I think maybe they just wiggle. Either that or I'm just kind of dumb. But Lola looks good. She's got this little ball-jointed, her little perching feet. And it's a ball joint that you can kind of twist off. I mean, it's really little that what we're working here with, but there is this clear little thing that you can clip onto the hand or clip onto a surface. Anyway, you plug that into the bottom. Oh man, that just bent. That sucks. See, this plastic is really, really, really soft. I just bent it in front of all you guys. But anyway, that's supposed to plug into there and hopefully not bend, and then you could have it, you know, floating in the palm of his hand. We also get this little tiny, tiny buzzsaw that goes into the front of Lola because, you know, Lola's meant to be a toy droid, but also has like a little blowtorch and a buzzsaw, you know, for kids. And then we also have this blaster, which, you know, looks pretty good. It's a blaster. I've had many Jedi figures, including Obi-Wan figures, come with a trigger finger hand, but no actual gun to put in it. So it's nice for once for Obi-Wan to actually have a gun to put in a gun-holding hand. The blaster also fits into the holster quite nicely. The lightsaber's plug fits into the hole on his belt well enough, like from the side, but the way his like lower hips flare out, if you want to get the lightsaber to lay flush, it kind of goes at an angle and starts to warp the plug a bit. Here he is holding a lightsaber, and I gotta say, I do think the figure looks much better without the cloth robe on, but one thing I gotta point out is the fact that this figure doesn't have bicep swivels at all. He just has a swivel at the elbow, and trying to get the hands in a closer position to hold the lightsaber in a more natural way would work more if there was like a bicep cut. That would have helped a little bit more. Lastly, here's Lola on its now bent little floating display stand that I've attached to Obi-Wan's left thumb. I tried to get it onto his right index finger, which felt like the more natural place to put it, but it just wouldn't get on. It's kind of difficult just to wedge it onto the thumb. So yeah, I wish this thing wasn't so flexible and more easily attached to the figure, because it's a cool idea, and it, you know, now that I've got it on, I mean, it looks kind of cool. I like that more than just the little legs it comes with, which it doesn't stand upright with, like it just sort of falls over. Well, I was going to show you guys Lola falling over because the legs don't support it, but then I realized if you just move the head back a little bit on the ball joint from the legs do support it, so you know. What the hell do I know? In any case, I'm still glad they included Lola, because Lola was the main reason I got this Obi-Wan figure. See, they're making, at least to my count, 3 Obi-Wan figures so far from this. There's this one, the Target exclusive in blue, and then like the one in his like Jedi outfit. And the Target one in the blue just comes with a backpack and not Lola. And then the Jedi one, I don't know, I've already had other Obi-Wan and Jedi outfits. This outfit's a little more unique, and between this and the blue one, at least this one comes with Lola. It's a little more unique, comes with a droid accessory, and I like droids, and I thought Lola was pretty cool. This Obi-Wan figure, I mean, his outfit's pretty basic. It's not the most exciting version of Obi-Wan, but if you're into the show and you're into his look in the first few episodes, I think this is pretty cool. Not the best, certainly not the worst. I've got that original, like, Episode 3 Obi-Wan, and that face is rough. But this is still cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this figure, and if you want to be up to date with all my latest reviews, be sure to click subscribe.